heading over to the ferry. This is Lizzie's birthday idea for me. And yeah, guys, today is my birthday, May 7th. But you don't have to tell me happy birthday in the comments because by the time you see this, it's going to be weeks later.
Okay, Coast Guard regulations require everyone to remain seated throughout the whole trip. No smoking is allowed. I see some hats out there. Very windy day out there. If you lose that hat, I can't go after it unless you're underneath it. That's the truth. Very important till I clear these pilings on both sides. Keep everything inside the boat. Then you can get comfortable. Trip today is about 15 minutes. If we see dolphin out there, we'll slow the boat down if it's safe to do so. Let you take some pictures. Okay, here we go.
Sweet. Here we go, headed to Caladesi Island.
Okay guys, for those that haven't been out here before, you look off to your right, you see a beach area. That's on the south side of Honeymoon Island. You actually pass the entrance to this beach, coming into our parking lot. That's Peck Beach, or Dog Beach. That's the only beach in the state park that Florida lets you bring your little four-legged friend and enjoy the sand, the sun, and the water. It's called Hurricane Pass. That was created 100 years ago this October when the Great Hurricane came through and it cut the islands of Honeymoon and Caladesi Island in two. Before that, these islands were combined and it was called Hog Island. And they actually raised hogs on the island. You got anybody here from Texas?
The power of hurricanes, guys. Cutting islands in two. 100 years ago.
380 miles. You would end up in Corpus Christi.
Feels cool to be back on a boat, guys. It's been a long time since I've been on a boat. Water's not too choppy for how windy it is. Well, this is not a bad way to spend a birthday, huh? Headed over to the state park on the boat. Nothing but sunshine out here. Beautiful.
We call those speed bumps.
Friendly kayakers.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Caladesi Island State Park. This natural beach on this island is voted number 7 in the country. We're all pretty proud of that. What you're looking at on both sides of this channel are red mangrove trees. They have an elaborate root system and it helps protect the island against any weather and all the wildlife. Now, all the wildlife on the island is protected under law, and you can't take anything living home with you, okay? That includes anything live in a seashell you find on the beach. So we're going to have a little bit of fun. You're walking the beach, you pick up a shell, you turn it over, there's a pair of eyes looking up at you. You can do two things. Number 1, you throw it back. Okay, who's going to guess what number 2 is?
Eat it!
You've all been on my boat before. You ruined my joke. That's the correct answer. But did you bring your hot sauce?
Sriracha's in the bag.
You don't like hot sauce? Well, Rick makes an excellent ceviche. No, you throw it back. Anything else, all you want, take home with you. Okay. You'll see armadillo, three-legged raccoon, gopher turtles, land turtles, and sea turtles. Okay. Another thing worth noting is that you're on the beach. This is the sea turtle nesting area. You'll see areas that are flattened off, roped off. Please do not turtles that are headed the wrong way and you feel concerned, please contact the ranger. They will take care of it. Do not try and pick them up. Okay, a lot of folks ask how you can spend the night out here. When I make this left turn, you will see a beautiful 108 slip marina. The only way to spend the night in paradise here is on a boat.
On a
$1
boat.
a foot, you get electric and water. You can spend the night on the island. Okay? Now when I finish this turn, you're going to see a tower above the tree line. That is the Discovery Observation Deck. It's under construction, due to be completed, hopefully in early summer. In that building is, on the left side, is the ranger's office. Next to that are 2 single-use restrooms. And to the right of that is the cafe, where you can get sandwiches, soft drinks, ice cream, cold beer, and wine. Okay? Please adhere to the return time on your tickets. We're going to meet in the pavilion directly in front of where I put the boat. Now, if you decide to walk back to Clearwater Beach, please let somebody know so we're not looking for you at the end of the day. Okay, it's a little windy here, and I need everyone's cooperation to remain seated. Keep everything off the rails, arms, elbows, fingers, hair, and then enjoy this beautiful day. Thanks for coming out.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you're doing a great job. Look how good. Hang on.
Oh!
Overpull. You are so strong. You overflow. Hang on to that.
Good job.
Okay, now I'm going to put it on the cleat. Thank you.
Wow.
Good job.
Here we go. We made it. Let's check this place out. Thank you, Rick.
Have fun.
Thank you.
We'll see you later.
All right.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
To try a pina colada or mango smoothie sample.
A little bit of the history of Caladesi Island here. Here we got the map of the whole park. A lot of people have asked me on some of my beach videos in the past why they don't remove seaweed from some beaches, and especially in state parks they don't, and you can see why right here. It's because that seaweed actually provides a food source for some of the local wildlife. And this explains why they start the fires here, which you guys will see a little bit later. Uh-oh. I haven't seen a sign like that since I've been in California. Better watch out. Of course, first stop we got to do out here at Caladesi is check out the beach. It's kind of a windy day, but who cares, man? Look at that. Nothing but blue skies. Very nice. I'll take it. This place reminds me a lot of Key Biscayne, guys. It's like a natural beach, and it's a state park, which is pretty awesome. You know, that the public can come over here, and they have the boat coming on over here too. But you actually don't need the boat to get here. You could walk here from Clearwater Beach. Captain said it's about a 4.5 mile walk. The sand is definitely nice and powdery, just like the Gulf Coast beaches we visited already. Feels very pleasant. Although I do see that there are more rocks and seashells in this sand, probably because it's a more natural beach. But nonetheless, it feels pretty good. Yeah, check this out. In some parts of the beach, it gets pretty rough. You can see all the broken up seashells and things like that, and the sticks, whatever basically washes up on shore, because this beach is a lot more natural. Damn, guys, it is so windy out here today. Normally, if I was at home in Miami, I would never come to the beach on a day like this. And thank God I have the microphone and a wind muff, so hopefully the audio is pretty good for you guys and you can still hear me pretty good despite this wind. But it's probably about 20-mile-an-hour winds out here, if not 17, 18 miles an hour. It's pretty windy. So not the best beach day. I'm gonna chill on the beach for a little while and just enjoy it for maybe like an hour or so, and then go around the park and check out the nature trails. And of course, I'll be recording that too. Let's check out the water and see how it feels. It's probably gonna feel a little chilly on a windy day like this. But wow, look at all these shells here first. It's a lot. A lot. I think you can take the shells, but the captain said you absolutely cannot take anything that's living. I'm sure you guys already heard my answer. I kind of ruined his joke. But I figured if it's got eyes, you can probably eat it. Oh, actually, the water is not that cold. Feels pretty good, actually. Kind of feels like the water back home in Miami. Doesn't feel any different temperature-wise. Maybe even a little bit warmer, because the Gulf waters do get warmer. And now that we're down here by Clearwater and not up by the Panhandle, I would say the water temperature here's got to be at least 10 degrees warmer than up there. Check this out. Me and Lizzie were collecting a few seashells on the sand over here and by the beach, and we walk away from the towel for like 10 minutes. Look how windy it is. Can you even see my towel? Everything's getting completely buried by the sand. It's crazy. So we decided to leave the beach because it's just way too windy. But they have nice little areas here for kids. They got the swing set, some picnic tables, and some barbecue stations. Looks like they're building something new over here. Not sure what that's gonna be, but if it wasn't for this wind, it would be like the perfect day out here. Well, there we go. Now we know what it's gonna be. The Caladesi Discovery Center. Check this out, guys. A lot of people are afraid of the wildlife here in Florida, especially since they have rattlesnakes here at this park. But this is pretty good news. It says that nobody's ever been bitten by a rattlesnake here ever. So you just got to use common sense. If you see one, don't bother it, stay away from it, and just go the other way. And the snake is definitely not out to get you. You know, they don't want to be interacting with you either or get stepped on, so chances are you'll be just fine. Okay, looks like we might attempt to do this trail. I don't know if we have enough time though. It's like 2:30 in the afternoon. Last ferry leaves at 5, plus we gotta eat lunch. Here we go down the nature trail. Hopefully we're not gonna see any of those rattlesnakes.
I want to see them.
You wanna see them?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really care if we see one as long as it doesn't get close to us.
I'm sure they won't.
We saw one, or we heard one, last time we were in California, in LA, going up one of the mountains and hiking over there. It was really quiet, so you could definitely hear, and you heard the rattle sound as we were getting closer and closer. I told Lizzie, I said, oh, let's turn around. Check this out, guys. You see this ant hill? When I was a kid in Florida, I thought it would be fun to stick my bare feet in there, and I got attacked by a bunch of the ants. Don't do that. So it looks like they set forest fires here on purpose because apparently that's like a natural thing that used to happen here. Maybe it doesn't happen anymore and that's why they do it. But I'm sure this whole thing explains it. I'm not reading the whole thing, I'm just showing you guys. Yeah, you can see some areas here where the soil is kind of burnt over there. Some of these trees are burnt up.
On purpose.
Yep. They used to do that in Illinois on the prairie grasses.
Look at this good tree.
Yep.
So black.
I remember that when I was in Boy Scouts when I was a kid, that we used to go to some of the parks over there and they would show how they do it. They burn some of the prairie grasses over there to mimic the natural wildfires. I don't know why we don't get the wildfires anymore. I mean, California gets them, but it's kind of weird. Obviously, it has something to do with us humans, I'm sure. Look at that. Black palm trees. Never seen that before.
They're all black.
can see just how burnt up these smaller palms are over here. The funny thing is, though, it looks like it didn't actually kill them because they still got their green leaves sticking out of them. It's pretty interesting to see how this island looks out here in its natural state. You can imagine, like, way before anybody lived over here, and accidentally finding this place and seeing this for the first time had to have been pretty amazing. And having nothing here besides nature, it's pretty interesting. A nice little picnic going on here. Found a little bench out here in the middle of the forest. Got some Jimmy John subs, ready to have some lunch. I'm really enjoying the peace and quiet over here in the forest in Caladesi Island. We only saw a couple people walking by, so most people are spending time at the beach and not really walking the trails here. But I really appreciate Lizzie bringing me here for my birthday. She knows me well, and she knows that I would enjoy spending a day like this here with her. Wow, check out this incredible collection of all the shells that you could potentially find in Kaladesi. I wonder how long it took them to find all of these for this display. Our departure ticket to leave the island is until 5 o'clock, and it's 3:30 now. We're gonna catch the 4 o'clock and leave a little bit early, mainly because of how windy it is, and the ferry departs from Honeymoon Island, and we haven't explored that island at all. So it'd be nice to go and explore that island a little bit, and then also get to see what's over there, maybe even catch the sunset from over there. Because over here it's super windy today, unfortunately. It is a beautiful day other than that, but it will be nice to go ahead and check out the other island as well while we're over here, because we won't be coming back this way, as we'll be moving on with the trip as we always do. Bye-bye, Caladesi Island.
Right side of the boat, you can get a good look at the roots of the mangrove trees. You notice they're kind of red in color. Those are the red mangroves. They occupy the part of the shoreline right along the water's edge. You can also pick out the yellow leaves that are mixed in with the green. And the red mangroves try to filter the salt out of the seawater before it enters into the plant system, but some of the salt leaks through anyway. And when it does, it's sent up to the leaves and stored there until they become saturated with salt. That's when they turn that brilliant yellow color. They'll next fall off into the water and return that salt back to the sea. As you're leaving the boat over on Honeymoon, the boardwalk is going to take you right through the mangroves. If you happen to see a yellow leaf nearby, just pick it off, break it in half, and touch it to your tongue, and you'll see how salty that is.
Pulling back up to Honeymoon Island. Last boat ride of the day. Lunchtime for the Pelicans. Oof, water's a little stinky over here. It's kind of muddy and lots of algae. See you later, Caladesi. I was pulling out of the parking lot here, and look who I just ran into. How cool is that? Sorry, bud. Didn't mean to interrupt your lunch. He's looking at me like, what's going on? And of course, I got a car behind me.